there! So today I'm going to be bringing you an update number 2 for my Rolling Project 10 pan. So if you don't know what that is, a project pan is just a challenge to yourself to go ahead and finish up items that you have in your makeup collection or, your body and skincare collection. Just trying to use things up. Most importantly, it doesn't go to waste, If you find that you don't like something, you can definitely give it away, pass it along, or you can use it up before it expires, because I definitely know that in the past I've had a lot of things expire, which just equals out to a huge waste of money. So anyway, I've definitely gotten into project panning. I've put one project pan up on my channel, which is completed, and that was kind of like a 3-month challenge from what I remember. It was a while ago at the beginning of the year. We're already towards the end of the year, which is bizarre. But anyway, I wanted to start a rolling project pan because I definitely like the flexibility of it all. I can finish things up and keep rolling things in. If I don't like something, I can roll it out. And I have also, since last month, I put in an eyeshadow palette, and I gave myself a goal of using it a few times. It was 20 times to be exact. And I really enjoyed that. So I'm definitely going to be putting in another eyeshadow palette because I really enjoyed the challenge of that as well, just kind of as a bonus challenge. Anyway, let's go ahead and start. I will go ahead and show you the products that I'm going to update my progress on first. I'll show you the products that I finished up, and then I will show you the new products that I'm going to be rolling into this project. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so that last video, I don't know if I just didn't remember to mark these items, but I swear I don't know how I forgot. Anyway, I forgot. And so I did mark it from where it's at today. So this isn't what it was last month, obviously, but I want to say it was about the halfway mark the last time we were here. But now we're nearly done with this. This is, I should tell you, this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Aquacealer. Really do enjoy this. It's in the shade Fair. And I have been using this to mix in with foundation. It's a really light coverage under the eyes, which isn't my preference, but it's still a really nice concealer. And I also have been using it as an eye base, just to kind of diminish the veining and whatnot, so that I can just have a really nice clean base to put eyeshadows on. So I have been enjoying that. So this is so close to being done. Very excited about it. It's one of the oldest concealers that I have in my collection, so it definitely needs to get used up. Next up, we have a product that has been, it's difficult for me because the progress is so slow, and I suppose that I'm just being impatient. But this product, it's the Bite Beauty Multistick in the shade Brioche. This product is so good, and I think by putting it in the project pan that I have learned to love it. Just to see how versatile this product is truly amazing. So I definitely think this product is worth its price, and this is just the deluxe size, and I think that the full size would last years because I've used this nearly every single day, and I've only made a little bit of progress. So I do think that I'm going to actually have this in the project for maybe a couple more months, which is okay. It's still really great. And I'll go ahead and pop in a picture here so that you can see like the progress up close, and maybe that'll just be easier because I do have it all written down on a piece of paper. So I will go ahead and put in a close-up. That way it's just easier to see. Anyway, so what I've been using this product for is definitely a crease color, which I super love. And I have just been taking like a crease brush and tapping on it and then blending it out. It's so easy to use, especially under the eyes. And I did use it as a crease color today as well as under the eye. And it's just, the blendability of it is so amazing. And I do also have it as a blush shade as well. Really nice, and I really am curious to see, other shades of it and see if I would like those as much. But I mean, I am enjoying this one. The progress is slow, but it's still coming along. All right, and next up we have from Benefit Cosmetics their Highbrow. Now this is so very close to being done, which is super awesome. I do put it under my eyebrows just to highlight there. Once upon a time I was using it like on the bottom lash line, but I think it's such a creamy consistency that it kind of not burned, but it just was bothersome for my sensitive eyes. So I stopped doing that, and I just solely use it for the purpose of under my eyebrows. I want to use this guy up because I do have another one in my collection that's brand new that I have yet to open. So I'm surprised that this has gone so fast, but I'm also excited. And then here is a product from Laura Mercier. It's their lip liner in Naked, and I'm so close to meeting my goal. So my goal was just to reach the top of the little lips here. I didn't intend on using this whole pencil up because I didn't want it to be in this project for that long, if that makes sense. You know, I just figured I would be realistic with myself and kind of use it until that goal rather than until I just hated the product because I was using it for so long. But anyway, I've really been enjoying this. The shade is absolutely beautiful. It goes with just about any lip gloss, any, you know, lip product that I use on my lips because it's just this beautiful nude color. I have used it as a blush too, just to kind of play around with it, and I had to use a lot of products, so I don't think I'll do that again. What I did was I just put it on my hand and then kind of warmed it up with my fingers and put it on my cheeks, and it was a really beautiful flush of color. Now this next product, again, very, very close to using up, and let me kind of just tilt it over. So this is from CoverFX. It's their Perfect Setting Powder in Translucent Light. And so here is where we started, where this first pink line is, and then here is where we are now. So again, nearly done. And I think I'll probably maybe take about a week and a half. I do set all over my face, and this is a beautiful setting powder to use under your eyes. And I can't do that with every powder because sometimes my concealer will get, like, it'll darken the appearance of my under eyes. Some powders, not all. But anyway, this one's really beautiful. I can use it everywhere, so I think that's why I was able to get through it so quickly. Really love it. I definitely think that it is not the most mattifying powder in my collection. I like the Peach Perfect, but it really does the trick, and it never looks cakey, like, no matter how much I put on. So I really do feel like I'll be done with this by next month's updates. All right, so now the exciting part, which is always my favorite in these project pan videos anyway, but these are the empty products. So first off, I will start with the Stila Glitter and Glow eyeshadow in the shade Kitten Karma. It's really one of my favorite shadows to put on top of my eye because I think it just makes every look pop, you know, just that extra shimmer. It's so nice. So I did try to use all of it up. What is left at the bottom there is completely dry, and I did take out the stopper so that I could kind of get in there, and the wand looks like it'll reach all the way to the bottom, but it was still really difficult to get the stuff on the bottom. So I did once upon a time take like a makeup spatula and get in there, and then when I pulled stuff out, it was just so dry and gunky, so it just wasn't performing the same. So I kind of just called it quits then. It dried out, so I'm glad that I put it in this makeup project because, you know, it would have dried out eventually, but I definitely feel like I got more use out of it towards the end of its life. So I started here where that first black mark is. This is where I was in the second update, and then I'm just gonna call it quits. It's probably about right down here. So it's nearly done, but it just falls out. It's absolutely disgusting, and I don't know if you can see those little flecks falling out, but I don't think it's safe to put on my eyes any longer, so I'm going to call it quits. Next up is from CoverFX again. This is their custom enhancer drops in the shade Moonlight. So this was another product that I don't think that I marked the last time, so I really apologize. So anyway, here we are today, and we're nearly done with it, and I thought this was gonna take forever. But I'm surprised. I definitely have been using it. I do have it on today. I will just dab like 3, maybe 4 teeny tiny little dots on my cheek, and then I'll take my ring finger and kind of pat it out. And then I will also use it on my inner corners. Sometimes I'll use it, you know, on the brow bone. Not often, but I'll put it here in the inner corner and then a little bit on like the tops of my eyebrows just to highlight the face. I don't usually take it down my nose because I feel like towards the end of the day, since I have combo oily skin, I have my own natural shine there, so I don't want to emphasize it, especially with the liquid product. I don't know, in my head it just seems like just this goopy mess. But anyway, these are really beautiful. I think that the lasting power of these are really nice, And this is only the deluxe size, so just like without multi-stick, I can only imagine how long a full size would last, so that's kind of bonkers. But anyway, almost done with these. I'm hoping to be done by the next update with these, but I'm not sure because I only have to use so little of it, so we'll see. 3 more finished products, which is super awesome. So this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. This is their water foundation in the shade Porcelain. Absolutely love it. They still sell this at Sephora, but it's with like a turquoise cap. Anyway, I have been enjoying this so much as a mix-in foundation. I like to put it in with my more mattifying foundations, and this will lighten it because the shade was super, super light. And it'll lighten it as well as, you know, kind of make the consistency a little less thick for those mattifying foundations, but I will still get the coverage and just the teeniest bit of dewiness without looking like an oily mess. Either way, I have been a huge fan of this foundation and I really do want to repurchase this. I really do want to. So here is where I was at that first video introduction. I didn't mark the second time. I'm so sorry. But now it's completely done. You can see like I scraped the sides. My makeup spatula barely fit in here, but either way, I think I got it done. I don't know if you can see in there, but I am excited. Like it's all done. That's so cool. I'm sad to see it go, but it was just like the concealer. It was some of the oldest products that I have in my collection, so it really needed to be used up. The next product is going to be from Too Faced. It's their Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. It was like a collection of bronzers that they put out a while ago. I depotted them and kept only a few because they had like the darker shades of bronzers and I couldn't use them or didn't want to use them as eyeshadows or whatever. But anyway, this is done. Such a beautiful bronzer. I really liked that it was matte, so easy to blend, and I do have it in the full size, which I got for sale at Ulta. So that pleases me because, you know, it's not completely out of my collection. So this is all done, I'm happy to say. All right, so now the last product that I finished up, this is from Hourglass, and this is their lip stylo in the shade Futurist. Yeah, there it is. And this is, again, a deluxe lippy, and I like putting these in my project pans because I still get to use up a lip product, but I don't have to spend like half of a year trying to use it up because they just take forever. And I'm someone who reapplies throughout the day. Once, maybe twice throughout the day, but either way, this was a really nice lip product. I do have like the remnants of it on today. I kind of can't use it without scraping my lips with like the plastic around it. So that's why I called it quits. I don't want to scrape it out or anything. I doubt that there's much in there. And honestly, it's not like an astounding product that I want to do that with. I think it was really nice. Like that balmy feeling is there. It lasts a while. Like I can take a sip of my water and it won't disappear, but you know, it's not going to last like a liquid lipstick or anything. I think what surprised me the most was how fast this went. I just introduced it in update number 1 and it was pretty much brand new. Like you can see in the video that it had like a little point to it. And I think if you had like the full size, the experience of it is nice. Like it's Hourglass, you know, it's a deluxe product, but the fact that it went so fast because it's like that melty, balmy product, it kind of just turns me off to it. Like I don't want to spend 20 some dollars on a lip product that maybe will last me a couple months. Like it's not worth it to me. So I know that I won't be purchasing a full size unless it goes like on deep discount or whatever, but it's just for my budget, you know, I just don't think that it's worth it. But I mean, if you want to treat yourself, it is a nice product. It definitely was hydrating. It felt so nice. It was easy. It's one of those products that you can just put on without needing to look in the mirror. So I love that about it. But because it went so fast, it's just not worth it to me. So now this is out of my collection. I can say that I tried it, so there's that. Remember, I did tell you that I had a bonus product, and this was the Chocolate Gold Eyeshadow Palette, and I challenged myself to use it 20 times between that first update and then today. So I did. I actually just had a post-it, and I wrote down the date of each time that I used it, which wasn't really hard. I just stuck this little guy on the back, so whenever I picked it up, I would just have that permanent marker next to me and just jot it down. So it was super easy, and you know, when I first bought this palette, I know that I liked it, but I think that I've grown to really enjoy it, and I'm excited to see like all the little dents in the shadows because it just looks like it's been loved on. So that was really nice to see. And honestly, I never picked it up and thought, oh, I gotta use this today. It was so good. And I've really been enjoying this matte black shadow as like a faux eyeliner. That has been my go-to. And it's just been so nice. I really do like the two crease colors. I kind of mostly have mixed them in with each other. Like I'll just dab in both of them and then go in because one is really light and then the other one is almost too dark to be that first starter crease shade for me. Anyway, I think the color that I have been enjoying the most is this classy and sassy shade, and it looks so boring in the pan, but I think it just went on so beautifully. And I loved that I could use these without like a glitter glue. I didn't have fallout. They were still really shimmery, but not you know, too much. I didn't think. Some might think they're too much, but I didn't think so. And I just loved playing with these. And no matter what shades I put together, it just all went together so well. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So I'm excited that I was able to, you know, put this in this project pan as a bonus. And it was just such a gratifying feeling. And I know that's silly because it's only makeup, but it's cool to know that my money wasn't wasted. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, here's that, and let's go on to the products that I will be rolling in. First off, I have this MAC Prep+Prime Fix Plus. I have used a few of these in the past. This one's pretty, you know, it's pretty full, but I use setting sprays every day. I really do enjoy them. I don't tend to use Fix Plus with like eyeshadows. Like I won't spray my brush to use that like foil effect or whatever. I just feel it's kind of wasteful. I just have like a little spray of water that I wet my brush with. I don't know, maybe I'm just a cheapskate, but this is like a $27 spray, and I don't know, I just don't want to use it that way. Either way, love it as a setting spray. I don't think it's mattifying, but it definitely makes my makeup just look melted together, you know? Does that sound appealing? I don't know, but it definitely takes that powdery look away from my really powdery face, because since I have oily skin, I definitely rely on powder to lock it all into place. Really do enjoy it. I have two other full bottles in the scents lavender and coconut, and I just want to use this guy up because out of the three, this one's the oldest, and I just thought I would challenge myself, you know, since it was almost full, and I just want to get it out of my collection. Not because I don't love it, but just want to use it up. Anyway, here is the starting point here, and we will see how that goes. Next product is going to be from Wet n Wild, and this is their contour stick in the shade Where's Walnut. I do think they have a lighter shade, but I couldn't find it at my store when I purchased this a million years ago. So since I have been using cream products, that, you know, cream highlighter, that cream blush, it only made sense to me to put a cream contour in here. Now I do use this as more of like a bronzer. I do have it on my face today and I think it looks just fine. It's a really beautiful shade. Now it does seem really dark, you know, when I layer it on that way, but it's such a creamy consistency and it blends out so beautifully. So I will go ahead and like get this stick and dot it where I need it, and I can dot it all over my face before I blend out and it won't dry up too quickly. I do put it under my jawline too, and I really just have to like press in, not even hard, with a lot of pressure, and it just blends out so beautifully. I think this product is worth it. It's Wet n Wild, so it's super inexpensive. It's worth that and more. Like it really performs like a high-end product. I did roll it all the way up, and then I have this cap here which is broken. I like closed it up and then I think I pushed too hard on it because I'm just so strong, you know, but it split open. So I want to use this guy up before it goes dry. Anyway, so what I did was I rolled it all the way up and then I kind of marked it there. I think this will be around in the project for a while because even though I've been using it consistently before deciding to put it in this project, I don't think it's like gone down very much. So which is fine. I'm really happy to use it. Anyway, let's move on to the next product. This here is from Maybelline. It's their Master Blur Stick Pore Minimizing Primer. This is in the shade 100 Universal Transparent. This one is a nice one. You can definitely tell that it mattifies your skin and it does make it feel really smooth and velvety to the touch. I don't think it's amazing, but I definitely like it enough to use it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to use this guy up, and I think it'll go quite quickly. There's not a ton of it left, and I do feel like I have to use quite a bit of it. So I want to say that I'll be done with it, or I'll be super close to done with it by the next update. So fingers crossed. The last product that I'm going to be rolling in is also something that I am going to almost be done with. And I kind of debated whether or not I should put this in the project because I thought, oh, that's just way too easy. But you know what? In moving and packing all my stuff, I just want to get rid of more things, and I don't want to throw this foundation away. It's their Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir foundation in the shade 705 Ivory. So I just want to use it up, and I had been mixing it with this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. The look of both of these together is so good. So I'm definitely even more bitter that this is done, because now I have to kind of find something else to mix with this guy, because it is just too deep for me, and sadly this is like their lightest shade, but whatever, that's another story. Anyway, here's where I'm going to be starting right here. I still do think that it's going to take me that full month between now and the next update to finish this, because I don't need a lot of it. It definitely gives a beautiful like medium coverage. So let's see where we are next month with this one. Bonus time, I am going to be putting the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette in here. I'm gonna keep it the same, just like I did with the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette, and using it 20 times. I think that was a really good amount. And here it is. So as you can see, I do have like dents in a few shades, so that's really cool. And Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows do tend to kick up a lot of powder, so I think that's why it's easier to get through them. But I love this palette. I enjoy it. Sorry, I'm not wearing it today. I'm wearing the Viseart Petite Pro 2, but it has like the same tones in it, you know, holding it up. They have the same tones to it. Anyway, love this palette. I really want to use it because I do like wearing these types of colors, obviously. And yeah, I just want to see where I can get with this. I don't intend on hitting any pan. Just want to challenge myself to use it more. Use it 20 times exactly. So that is going to wrap all of this up. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will link the playlist down below to my project panning videos and whatnot, you know, if you want a little more of this stuff, because these are some of my favorite videos to watch. They're so satisfying. There's nothing better than an empty pan. Anyway, I will go ahead and leave you with that. Hope you have a great day, stay kind, and be awesome, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.